The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Throwing at the outset, here's Mahomes. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's football 101 because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-zip the next time you get the ball back because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Look at me. Go.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. Accelerating, and off he goes. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they have things going in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult. One part, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they took field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, hold it.
Now Lawrence. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And the Jags are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
And they'll run with ETN. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. One more time with ETN. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. I'm looking down from our booth. You can tell this crowd wants him to go for it right now.
And believe me, he knows it. And he's weighing that through his head right now. Actually trying to filter that out because this needs to be a cold decision by him. Not influenced by the crowd. Not influenced by outside factors. Does he believe in his team enough to go for it right here? I think he's going to be roaring the crowd and do it.
And if he doesn't get it, they have to go the full length of the field. We'll see. Now they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 34 yards there and a first down.
Okay, every now and then, my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Couldn't take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Mahomes now on first down. And this is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this with all the... inside the 20.
A gain of 33 yards on the play. And the first down, Chiefs.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
It's about time for a turnover.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the 17, Mahomes. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. And the Chiefs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then. And now after that completion there, they've got a 1st and goal.
Here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Chiefs go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
On the set.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. On play action, Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there, and he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And one more time, here's Kirk. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. The Jaguars at 3-4 on the year coming into play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Throwing again on second down. Lawrence had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now Lawrence. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he is going to have the Jags 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham. Touchdown, Jaguars. Donald Parham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 30 on second down, Mahomes, and the Jags get to him as down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line, 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Throw left side, complete to Tony. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. .37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
To throw again on second down. Lawrence being chased out left. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and again to ETN. Nick Bolton there on the tackle. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 7 yards there and a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Lawrence on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Second down at 5. Now Lawrence to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Donald Parham with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to let it go again. He's got a man complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Well, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the first half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the 3rd and then carry that over to the 4th.
I like that. Recalibrate. strong.
That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
66 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Lawrence on 3rd down. Open man, Parham. He's got him. And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Lawrence going to keep it. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Trevor Lawrence, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Jaguars have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception. That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. Now Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw in that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
From the 22, Lawrence escaping the pressure right, and it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, Mahomes. Smith brings it in, going across the middle. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Drake London, 60 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Sam Sloman now for the point after. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Take it in at the 3. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Hey, we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers, but how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Lawrence will throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Etienne up the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Etienne once more. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 44, Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down. Let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Mahomes now on first down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. He's really starting to get up there towards 1,000. He's now at 997 career catches. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff as they run left side. Taken down at the 30. That one's on the former Patriot, Joe Thuney. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 22-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. From the gun, they'll try to run it. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Mahomes to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? In the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for Kansas City, they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.